announcing the arrival of His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Kashim Shettima.
Hello, testing microphone, sound check, 1, 2.
And of course, he's been received.
Hello, testing microphone, sound check. 1, 2, check, 6, 7.
By the
check.
Honorable Minister of the FCT, top management of the FCT, the Right Honorable Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, the Managing Director Stellini, His Excellency the Ambassador of Italy to Nigeria, and he has stopped by to say hello to the National Assembly leadership, Chairman of Senate Committee, Chairman of House Committee, Chairman of the Committee for Area Councils, His Excellency the representative of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency the Vice President of the Federal Republic, the national anthem. You may be seated. Your Excellency, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by His Excellency Vice President Kashim Shettima, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, leadership of the National Assembly here present, APC National Chair, Dr. Umaru Abdullahi Ganduje, host ministers, Honorable Minister of the FCT, Honorable Minister of State FCT, members of the Federal Executive Council here present, representatives of service chiefs and the Inspector General of Police, heads of agencies and extra-ministerial departments, heads of security agencies here, former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, stakeholders, former senators representing FCT, members of the Diplomatic Corps, with specific reference to His Excellency Stefano De Leo, the Italian ambassador to Nigeria, senior civil servants in the FCT, Chairman FCT Area Councils, representative of the Honor of Abaji, and Chairman FCT Council of Chiefs, Sarkin Garki, the Managing Director, Salini Nigeria Limited, contractors for this project, Dr. Piero Capitano and his team, members of the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, the young are leaders of tomorrow, and true leadership begins with young people. I'd like to put on record that Ms. Rahina Zakari Bala is the one who offered flowers to His Excellency, and she turned 8 years, 3 days ago. A round of applause for Rahina, tomorrow's leaders. My name is Eugenia Abu. I'm the anchor for today. Your Excellency, the weather is clement, the guests are fetching, dressed to the nines in celebration of multiple infrastructural commissionings under the current FCT administration. It's a beautiful day in Abuja. After the showers of blessings comes a clear sky, pristine and exciting. The whites are whiter, the blues are bluer. The setup time again is well apportioned. I can see the setup by an event planner who knows their onions, tents, chairs, swags, flags, podium architecture. Everything looks set, Your Excellency. For number 6 of the presidential commissioning of the inner Southern Expressway from the outer Southern Expressway to the Southern Parkway, otherwise known as Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Expressway. Indeed, the current FCT administration, under the leadership of Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, FCT Minister, is agog with project commissionings. Try as I might, Your Excellency, I cannot really explain the Southern Parkway or the inner Southern Expressway. Explaining what today's excitement is all about is a man of quiet mien whose engineering pedigree is unparalleled. Welcome with me the amiable Executive Secretary, FCDA, Engineer Shehu Hadi Ahmad, for an overview of the project.
Thank you very much, Eugenia, my sister. Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by Your Excellency, the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, Your Excellency, the Speaker, House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, my boss and my leader, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON, the Honorable Minister of State FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, distinguished members of the National Assembly here present, especially the Senate Committee Chairman on FCT, Senator Ibrahim Bomai, and the Chairman House Committee on FCT, Honorable Muktari Aliu Betera, the Chairman APC, Dr. Abdullah Umar Ganduje. Your Excellency, permit me to stand on the already well-established existing protocol to say a very good afternoon, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are yet at one of the project sites commemorating the commissioning, presidential commissioning of one of the retinue of Mr. Project's list of projects built for commissioning. And this is the Inner Southern Expressway, which is an expressway providing a rapid east-west movement on the southern flank of the city. This road links the Abuja-Kefi Road. It commences where the Abuja Road actually terminates at Mogadishu Barrack in Asokoro district. That is to say, the ISEX by the concept and plan of the Abuja Master Plan stretches up to Mogadishu Barracks and continues through the inner, giving the boundary for the city, the inner boundary of the city, up to around Kuje area, covering a total distance of about 36 kilometers. But what we are presenting today for official commissioning is the aspect from the Outer Southern Expressway, a road which was just 2 days ago commissioned as Muhammadu Yusufu Expressway by your humble self, Your Excellency, on behalf of Mr. President. From that point up to this location where we are, which signifies the end of this contract, is about 3.5 kilometers. And this is the location of the Southern Parkway, which was also commissioned by His Excellency Mr. President and named by Mr. Project as Bola Ahmed Tinubu Way. So right now we're at the junction of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Way and Bola Ahmed Tinubu Way. The second phase of the project, just for the purpose of mentioning, actually takes off, is an ongoing contract which is currently being handled by another contractor, that is CGC, and takes to somewhere around Ring Road 2, which we popularly call Galadima roundabout. It stretches over a distance of about 11 kilometers. And Mr. Project is on to that, maybe for another time. I will allow that for him to highlight. This contract was handled by Mrs. Salini Nigeria Limited, sometimes in 2018, for the purpose of easing traffic flow around AYA and Abuja Kifinyanya axis. A partial opening to traffic, not commissioning, was undertaken by the previous administration to allow partial use of the road because substantial work had not been completed. When the administration of Mr. Project came into FCT, he saw the value of this road and decided that we must do everything, especially for the traffic relief it provides to the Nyanya-bound traffic, that everything must be done to complete and roll out this project. And as we speak, this is one of the projects we are presenting today for commissioning and rolling out. This is a project which has significantly, a road project that has significantly enhanced traffic circulation, especially for the east and southeast direction into the city, as well as taking traffic outbound. I want to consider it a singular honor and privilege to be accorded this role of providing this project overview. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, and welcome to the Inner Southern Expressway, otherwise called Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Way. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, representative of His Excellency the President, we thank you for the time you have given to this project, which the Honorable Minister of the FCT is very excited to present to you. Your Excellency, after a while, there would be the commissioning of the project, and only a couple of persons will go with Mr. President. He will be, of course, accompanied by the Speaker, the APC Chair, and the Honorable Minister of the FCT and the Honorable Minister of FCT State, and members of the National Assembly representing FCT, and Chair of the National Assembly Committees for the FCT. Your Excellency, the Presidential Commissioning and Flag-Off reminds us that there is so much to do, and the Honorable Minister of the FCT has showcased just how much there is to do and how passionate he is. In all of her submissions, she tells always about the economic benefits of these roads and how they are projects that belong to us all. Help me welcome Dr. Maria Mahmood, Honorable Minister of State, FCT.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Vice President, Senator Shettima, GCON, the Speaker, House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, the National Chairman, APC, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduji, His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Yosun Wike, all members of the National Assembly that are here present, all members of the Federal Executive Council that are here present, the Italian Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. Spino Di Leo, the entire management of FCTA and FCDA that are here present, our royal fathers, Chairman of our area council, the MD Salini, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is with great delight that I once again, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, express our heartfelt gratitude to the Father of the Nation and President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Your Excellency, since the commencement of this inauguration of People's-Oriented Project about 2 weeks ago, I'm under obligation to align myself with the words of Catherine Posfa that says, if the world has more people like you, the world would be a better place, because you do make a difference, Your Excellency, sir. So on behalf of the entire residents of FCT, we say, Mungode, Your Excellency, may you live long. On this note, permit me to reiterate that this significant project will undoubtedly enhance transportation efficiency, promote economic growth, as we always see, and improve the overall quality of life for residents and their visitors alike. As stated in previous inauguration, I salute the leadership of the 10th National Assembly, especially the chairman of the Senate Committee and House Committee on FCT, Area Council and Ancillary Matters for their unalloyed support towards the FCT administration. Your commitment to improving infrastructure is really commendable, and we look forward to continued development of our beautiful city. I commend the dogged and dedicated, hard-working FCT Minister, Barrister Yosun Wike, who will now give a title of Wike is working the way, who has paved the way for this endeavor. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Barrister Yosun Wike. I extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone involved in the expansion of major roads and other infrastructure development in Abuja, especially the FCDA Executive Secretary and his team, site engineers, our contractors, construction workers, all other stakeholders who contributed to the success of this great project. Once again, thank you for your unwavering support, commitment that you've been given to our administration. Thank you. May God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of State for the FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood. Your Excellencies, may I remind you again that those that would accompany His Excellency representative of the President includes the members of the Federal Executive Council here, the host ministers, the APC chair, the MD Stalini, Ambassador of Italy to Nigeria, and of course the National Assembly headships of FCT. They would be in the forefront of those going along with Mr. President is a Right Honorable Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas. At the end of his speech, he will be going forward to commission this road. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, excitement belies the word that describes a celebrated persona whose sagacity and dexterity is fit for purpose, restless to get the job done. If you happen to be around him, you are infected by his passion and his drive. A man who takes no prisoners as he trudges ahead to make the FCT better than he met it. This man quotes history in his trajectory towards project delivery. Today, he is proud to bring to the fore for commissioning a road built by Salini Nigeria Limited, contractors in Nigeria for 23 years. This man, audacious, passionate, mercurial, our next speaker, Your Excellency, leaves no one in doubt in respect of his interest for project and service delivery. His thought processes, his singular focus is how to make FCT better. Here then is the man who invited us all for yet another presidential commissioning, Mr. Project, FCT Minister, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, ably represented by the Vice President, Senator Shettima Kashin, Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, the Minister of State, FCT, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Area Councils and Auxiliary Matter, the Chairman, House Committee on FCT, the single senators and other members of the National Assembly that are here, our dear National Chairman, Dr. Omar Ganduje, and some members of your working committee that are here, the Managing Director of Salini, and our dear friend, the Ambassador of Italy, the Head of Service, FCT, and Permanent Secretaries and Mandate Secretaries that are here, Area Council Chairmen that are here, other leaders, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President, let me, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, once again thank you immensely for honoring our invitation the 6th time to inaugurate our projects which you gave us, among us, support. This is the 6th inauguration since we started the 1-year anniversary of your administration. Mr. President, let me, before I delve into today's inauguration, for purposes of history and record, that there are some of the projects we have completed which we think is not necessary for us to inaugurate, but it is important to let us know some of these projects. You recall that before your administration came in, the former administration awarded the first phase of the rehabilitation of the National Assembly complex. If you recollect, Mr. Speaker will recollect where they were sitting before. That was not the chambers of the Senate and the House of Reps. But today, because we have completed that first phase, they've now gone back to their usual chambers. That's the red chambers and the green chambers. Now, this administration has also awarded the rehabilitation of the second phase. Again, before we came, the former administration awarded the rehabilitation of the first phase of the Federal Secretariat Complex to Julius Berger, Nigeria Limited. As I speak to you, sir, we have completed the renovation, rehabilitation of the first set of the Federal Secretariat. Mr. President, it may also interest you that when we came on board, all the major roads within the city, Maitama, Wuse, Garki, Wuye, all other areas, you can see a total rehabilitation of those streets, just to give it what it's supposed to be. And which is not less than 170 kilometers when you add them up. And it's important for us to let you know, but we don't believe that we should begin to inaugurate such projects. But for record purposes, that it was as we came on board that all those streets are wearing a new look. Mr. President, today we're here. This project was awarded in 2010, January 2010, at a cost of 17 billion. And in 2023, it was revised to 18 billion. We thank Almighty God. The contractor can attest to the fact that we are not in a dime as far as this road is concerned. It is fully paid, and it is because of your directive that all ongoing projects in dealing with the Renewed Hope agenda must be completed. And we're happy that the residents of Abuja can see the new look of the Federal Capital Territory. The Executive Secretary has told you about the second phase. The second phase is being handled by CGC at a cost of not less than 91 billion naira, which was awarded by the previous administration. Mr. President, I can tell you that that project is very, very key to change the landscape of Abuja. If that project is completed, which has not less than 10 bridges, I can assure you by the grace of God, we are going to complete that project and then invite you, Mr. President, to also come and inaugurate it. It's a project that is very key to the development, to the changing of landscape of Abuja. And so for us, we owe you that gratitude, we owe you that thanks for allowing the Honorable Minister of State and my humble self and our team to be part of the Renewed Hope agenda that's bringing back hope to Nigerians, to residents of Abuja. So we're happy that we're part of this initiative. We're happy that we're part of this, what is going on in Nigeria today. And we can tell you, we don't take it for granted. I also urge that you transport as you can. It's maybe only 3 days. You've just done 6 days. 3 days is nothing to compare to 6 days. God will continue to give you the strength to finish it up. The race is almost completed. You know, when the race is almost completed, you start getting tired. And I know that you will not get tired. Tomorrow, we will commission the B6, B12 circular roads. And then on Friday, we will commission, very important, the residence of the Vice President. And then on Saturday, we'll crown it up to commission Guzape 2, which is very, very fundamental. 73 kilometers of a district is very, very fundamental. So on this note, Mr. President, I will invite you to speak to us and commission this. Thank you, and God bless you.
Kindly sit down, please. Kindly. The Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Your Excellency Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, members of the National Assembly present here, Senator David Jimkuta, Chairman Senate Committee on the Local Councils, and my former colleagues, Tenimo Phillips Aduda, Olaka Nwogu, and Professor Sunday Ono. The Chairman, House of Reps Committee on the FCT, Right Honorable Muktari Betara Aliu, Right Honorable Wike Felix, Mr. Projects, the Gadfly, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Nyesom Wike, the Honorable Minister of State of the Federal Capital Territory, Dr. Mariam Mahmoud, the National Chairman of the APC, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, and other party stalwarts present here, the Deputy Chief of Staff to Mr. President, Directors General, heads of extra-ministerial agencies and parastatals of government, members of the diplomatic corps, most especially the Italian ambassador to Nigeria, the Managing Director of Stanini, Nigeria Limited, heads of security and paramilitary agencies of government present here, the management and staff of the Federal Capital Development Authority and the Federal Capital Territory Administration, traditional and religious leaders present, elder statesmen and captains of industry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to represent my boss, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ECFR, and it's my honor and privilege to read the presidential address. As we gather here today to commission the extension of the Inner Southern Expressway I-6 and the Outer Southern Expressway O-6 to the Southern Parkway, we celebrate not just the completion of yet another road project by the FCT administration, but also the commitment of our administration to engendering progress and prosperity. Today's commissioning is the fourth completed road that we have proudly unveiled in the Federal Capital Territory, all executed in less than 1 year. I'm filled with gratitude to His Excellency Barrister Nyesom Wike and his team for their dedication and hard work in making this road a reality. These roads are tangible proofs of our administration's vision for a modern, prosperous, and inclusive federal capital. 1 year ago, I promised to prioritize the transformation of our infrastructure networks, recognizing them as the arteries through which our economy thrives and our people connect. The extension of the I-6 represents more than just a road. It symbolizes connectivity, accessibility, and opportunity. It signifies our unwavering determination to bridge the gap between urban and rural areas, ensuring that development is not confined to city centers, but reaches every corner of our great nation. But let us not forget that this is just one of the many projects that have been completed across the FCT. There are still many more strategic projects in the pipeline, each designed to address the evolving needs of our growing federal capital. From upgrading existing infrastructure to initiating new projects, we are laying the groundwork for a more sustainable and prosperous future. As we celebrate this achievement, it is crucial once again to acknowledge the concerted efforts of the FCT Minister, Chief Barrister Nyesom Wike and his team, all stakeholders involved, including private sector partners. As I said the last time, Wike is a force of human nature. Love him, hate him, but you can't ignore him, because at every point in time, he's striving to redefine the meaning and concept of leadership. Wike is one of the best appointments ever made in the history of the current democratic dispensation in this country. And we have to commend Mr. President for the vision, for the wisdom, and the courage to appoint Barrister Nyesom Wike as the Minister of the FCT. There were loud protests when his name was initially mentioned, but I believe all my brothers and sisters who opposed his appointment are now hailing him. He's an exemplary leader worthy of emulation by us all. He's a gadfly, a very mercurial character. Unfortunately, leadership has toned down that tempo. The whole political space is populated by careful snails who do not want to disturb the apple cart. But now he has stopped dancing, he has stopped singing, but he is still performing. In the coming months and years, we'll continue to prioritize infrastructural development as a cornerstone of our renewed hope agenda. We remain committed to delivering on our promises, empowering our people and building a nation that we can all be proud of. It's my singular honor and pleasure, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to commission the extension of our inner Southern Expressway ISEX from the outer Southern Expressway OSEX to the Southern Parkway, to the glory of the Almighty God and service to humanity. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's my singular honor and privilege to cherish forever to commission this beautiful Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Expressway on behalf of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, in the name of the Almighty God and for service to humanity. Oops. The inner Southern Expressway from the outer Southern Expressway to the Southern Parkway, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Expressway, was officially commissioned by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on Wednesday, 5th June 2024.